Do26 is on the anterior midline at the junction of the upper third and lower 2/3 of the philtrum. To locate gallbladder 20, palpate up the groove in between the sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscles. As you get to the base of the occiput, you will find a nice depression. Gallbladder 20 is in the centre of that depression.
Do14 is on the posterior midline, below the spinous process of C7 in a depression. Do12 is on the posterior midline, below the spinous process of T3. Do4 is on the posterior midline, below the spinous process of L2.
Sanjiao 15 is located in the suprascapular fossa. It's halfway between Do14 at the base of C7 and the lateral extremity of the acromion. It's also located halfway between gallbladder 21 and small intestine 13.
Ren14 is 6 sun superior to the centre of the umbilicus, on the midline.
Large intestine 11 is located at the midpoint between lung 5 and the prominence of the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. Typically, this is at the end of the transverse cubital crease when the arm is fully flexed.
Large intestine 4, you're going to find the length of the second metacarpal bone. So running your finger down, finding the base, making sure that you're not actually on the carpal bones themselves, finding the midpoint of that shaft of bone, coming between the first and second metacarpals, nearer to the second than the first in the muscle.
Spleen 4 is located in a depression which is distal and inferior to the flare of the base of the first metatarsal. Feel along the inferior border of the first metatarsal, find the flare of the base and place your point in between that flare and muscle. Spleen 4 is about 1 sun proximal to spleen 3. Be careful when palpating along the inferior border of the metatarsal that you don't overshoot the head and find this nice dip in between the medial cuneiform bone and the base of the metatarsal. It's a nice dip, but it's not spleen 4. Kidney 2 is located distal and inferior to the tuberosity of the navicular bone. To find this bone, place your finger on the medial malleolus and then move down and slightly anterior until you come to a very prominent bony lump. If you come too far forwards, you will fall onto a different bone, the cuneiform bone, but it doesn't stand out so much. When you find this bony lump, Mark your point, kidney 2, just distal and inferior to it.